Well, today is our second day, the second day in our journey to the heart of Christmas, a devotional for the season. This book available through the ministry of the Christian Research Institute. You can check it out on the web at equip.org. But have you ever stopped to ponder the majesty of the word Immanuel? It's simply incredible to consider that when Isaiah, and he was the holiest man in Israel, when he was prophesying about the virgin birth, he said the virgin is going to be with child and will give birth to a son, and they will call him Immanuel. And when he said that, he was literally predicting that in the future, the one who spoke and the limitless galaxies leapt into existence, that one, capital O, would tabernacle in flesh among men. Indeed, that is precisely what the word Immanuel means. It means God with us. So as we continue our journey towards Christmas Day, let's take just a moment to consider the context of perhaps the best known of all Old Testament prophecies. I'm talking about Isaiah 7:14. The Lord himself will give you a sign. The virgin will be with child and will give birth to a son and will call him Immanuel, God with us. Now, in context, Isaiah foresees impending doom looming on the horizon, but he also foresees a coming Messiah who would ultimately deliver God's people from their sins. So, the near future fulfillment of Isaiah's prophecy in Isaiah chapter 8 confirmed to his contemporaries that he was indeed a true prophet of God. While the Holy Spirit may have revealed another layer of meaning as a far future messianic prophecy, the foremost concern of Isaiah was a protection of Judah against her enemies. In context, God promised King Ahaz that the birth of Isaiah's son, Maher-shalal-Hash-baz, would be a sign that Judah would be spared. It wasn't until after the birth of Jesus 700 years later that it became entirely clear that the near future fulfillment of Isaiah's prophecy in the birth of his son was a type, the antitype of which was Jesus the Messiah. While Maher-shalal-Hash-baz was a sign guaranteeing God's temporal salvation of Judah, of course, Jesus Christ, the true Immanuel, was not only a signification, but the embodiment, the ultimate embodiment of the eternal salvation of God's chosen ones from sin and death. If you can't celebrate that, pray tell, what can you celebrate?